Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here. Welcome to the final episode of the Metal Gear Solid 5 S-Rank walkthrough. If you followed me all the way through the entire game, I would super appreciate if you dropped a like or let a friend know about the video series in order to help support me in the future. And for the strategy, we'll be using a very similar strategy to the one that we used when we first did this mission in episode 31. The only difference is now that we have more upgrades, we'll be able to use them. So I recommend using the Hail grenade launcher as well as the Cluster Guidance Missile 25, aka the CGM 25. And then the only other thing that I highly recommend is that you equip a flare supply. This will allow you to basically throw a flare onto the ground and a chopper will immediately send supplies for you. So that's what I do. As soon as the mission starts, I throw a flare supply, and that's basically going to trigger supplies to come down for me. Now, because I have a grade 5 CGM, but you might have a grade 6 CGM or you know, some other upgrades equipped that'll have more ammo for you. Now, as soon as you spawn, what you're going to want to do is basically shoot all of your CGM missiles at Sahelanthropus as fast as possible. Now, as soon as you waste all of the ammo from one of your guns, the game will automatically trigger a flare supply for you. But that's going to be an additional flare supply to the one that you did on your own. So basically, as soon as you waste all of the ammo on your primary weapon, you'll have a second flare put on the map for you. That'll be a second supply drop. This is basically going to give you a really fast speed of like ammo resupply, which is what you need to be able to do this mission as fast as possible. You don't want to spend any part of this mission on the ground without ammo for your CGM. Other than that, you're going to want to learn all of his attack moves. As soon as he does the little whip move and stabs the ground with his like flame sword, he's going to put up these rocks around you. If you continue sprinting while he does that, they won't surround you and you'll be able to survive every time. Other than that, you're either going to want to hit him in the back where he has the 4 white cylinders on his backpack, or hit him directly in the front where he glows. Luckily for you, the CGM has a like locking mechanism on it and it will target the right zone for you. But you just want to kind of keep firing at its main chest area and make sure you keep resupplying yourself non-stop the entire mission with the flare supply, and obviously also picking up the additional supplies that come via the mission on its own. You can also spawn with D-Walker. D-Walker does have 8 missiles on him if you have the right upgrades. They can be helpful, but not really that great. I don't end up using him, but you might end up wanting to use him near the end if you don't have any ammo and you find that you're very, very close to killing Sahelanthropus. Now, there's a similar part in this mission as there was in the original version. When he's very close to dying, there will be a moment where he goes into reflex mode, and you have to hit him in his face during reflex mode or else it's an insta-death. If there is a point where you do reach reflex mode, I recommend that you use the grenade launcher in order to hit him in the face, as it's a lot faster to use and doesn't travel as long, and it's also much faster to reload if you do miss your first shot. You're going to have to hit him in the face while he's in reflex mode or else it's an insta-death like I mentioned. So you'll want to keep that in mind. Expect him to go into reflex mode, and that's really the only time you're going to die is either the insta-death when he goes into reflex mode, when you get surrounded by the rocks like I just did there. If you have to shoot your way out with a grenade launcher, make sure you do it quickly so you don't die. And then the only other dangerous part is when he's in his laser mode, which is when he has about 40% of his health left. He'll jump up on a cliff, either on the left or the right, depending on kind of where you are situated when he jumps. And he'll jump up on a cliff and he'll start firing lasers at you. Now, what I recommend for this section is literally just hide behind a rock and wait it out. It'll take him about 1 or 2 minutes for him to go up on that rock, and he'll just be looking for your helicopter. And while he's looking for your helicopter, if he spots you, he'll launch lasers at you very, very easily, killing you in 1 hit. So just keep waiting behind a rock until he's done that phase of his cycle. He'll jump back down to the ground where you're at, and then you just continue your onslaught as you were before. And obviously, like I mentioned, he'll go into his reflex mode status when he's close to dying. That's really all there is. Just keep hitting him with the CGM 25. Just literally just keep hitting him in the face, keep hitting him in the back, keep hitting him wherever you can, and eventually you'll do enough damage to kill him. This all has to be done in 1 checkpoint, so if you die, you have to restart the mission from the very beginning, which is good and bad. The good part of that is that it makes the mission an easy S rank because you have to do the mission in 1 shot regardless of how well you do it. So that's going to get you the S rank. If this is your last mission that you need an S rank on, you will also receive the 100 gamer score achievement for completing all of the missions with an S rank. And you'll also get the achievement or trophy for just completing all of the missions in general if this is the last mission you need to do. Hopefully this entire guide was helpful to you guys. Again, feel free to like it if it was helpful. Feel free to share it with your friends if you think it would be helpful to them. And hopefully I see you in one of my future videos. Peace!